Some people might say that this was the real final kick in the teeth, as it were, for none other than His Majesty the King, King Charles III. When you think about it, here is a man who literally at the 11th hour stepped in, seemingly for the absent father of Meghan Markle, Rachel Meghan Markle, right, on her big day. Well, a second big day, because, the first time around that we're aware of, at least, when she married Trevor, she never wanted to do that again. She was ultimately happy, and according to a source that knew her at that time, it was magical and everything that she wished it could be. Nothing could be topped. A few years down the line, of course, she met somebody richer, more successful, more powerful, and of course could give her the sort of fame that she truly wanted. So what better than to have the future king, King Charles, walking her down the aisle? You see how all of this was planned out? You get it, right? Now, as I've often said, I really have felt sorry for Thomas Markle, although he's not without blame and he would know it, let's be honest. But the bigger picture about this is simply this. Meghan decided once again to put the full throttle down on any relationship ongoing, at least with His Majesty the King. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much for your time. Nice to have your company. Thank you for joining me today. And I know I often say this, but it's so nice to say welcome one and all brand new subscribers. And I'm glad that you enjoyed the recent longer version of By Royal Appointment. If you want more, just let me know. Just put in the comments, yeah, we'd like to see more, all that, because I enjoy making them. But, it depends if you want them. It's your channel as much as the information that I'm giving out to you. You know what I'm saying, chums? That's important. We've got to share that with each other because it's our conversations every day, isn't it? Our chats, our catch-ups, that sort of stuff. Now, here's where this gets interesting, because as we know, it's now Meghan Sussex, according to her. And everybody's been speculating as to why this was the name change. Well, I can tell you from a former employee that worked alongside Meghan, this was the thing that was really irking her, because at the time, there was this big push to have the title stripped. And as I told you, she also reached out to the palace because she wanted the website details on the royal website updated to have, all the things that she's now accomplished. Would have taken at least, well, how long? 40 seconds, I think, to change that to something to do with Netflix or whatever, but there you go. And the problem that she was, remember, way back on the Oprah Winfrey show, she said, titles mean nothing to me. Absolutely nothing, then banged on about wanting a title for her son and at that point her unborn daughter. So you can understand how manic and schizophrenic, some people might suggest, as ever allegedly, this woman truly is. Now, where it gets really interesting as well is the fact that she'd gone through many different things. She knows that she can't use the title or the wording Mountbatten Windsor. That is just for blood royals, right? That is the problem. And the Duchess of Sussex is a courtesy title given to her, all thanks to, of course, the line of succession and, the gift that the Queen had given them both, all of that sort of stuff. So that could actually be taken away. Yes, she could still reference herself as that. But the reason why she wanted to use Sussex was the fact that, and remember, this was a key factor in the conversation in the docu, right? She basically wanted that so she could say, but now this is a family name. I want to be linked to my children's name. Well, their name isn't actually Sussex. That's the courtesy title. On their birth certificates, it is Mountbatten Windsor. Now, I've been told from an excellent source with His Majesty the King that he found that very hurtful. Amongst many other things, as you can imagine, there's just one thing after another. And seemingly Meghan shows no grace or kindness towards other. All the while she keeps banging on about, being there for each other, making an effort, all that sort of stuff. Seemingly the only time Meghan makes an effort to the family that truly welcomed her, gave her everything that she has now got, and literally stripped her husband's entire close family away from him. Well, that's the thanks that she's got. Where does it really stand? Well, nobody's going to take this seriously. Nobody's going to reference her as Meghan Sussex. This is just another blip in her marketing and publicity, and she will find that people either just refer to her as, of course, they did Princess Diana, or indeed Kate Middleton, which still goes on around the world. Once you're in the public conscious, people will not change it. So it doesn't matter how much you want to push retake with Mindy, that's the gig. As for the title, well, that's still up in the air, and that's far more problematic for His Majesty the King to remove, even if he wanted to. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.